Have you ever been stuck waiting for a train that never comes? Today, you will learn real English words you need when your commute goes wrong. We will follow a man named David. He is going to work on a regular Tuesday morning, but today is not going to be regular. David wakes up at 7 o'clock. He showers, eats breakfast quickly, and puts on his jacket. He has an important meeting at 9. He leaves his apartment at 7:45. The walk to the station takes about 10 minutes. He feels calm and ready. David arrives at the station and goes down the stairs. He walks toward the platform. A platform is the area beside the railway track where passengers stand and wait for the train. The platform is already busy. Many people are standing in lines. They are all checking their watches and their phones. David looks at the screen on the wall. It usually shows the time of the next train. But today, the screen says, delayed. He waits. 5 minutes pass, then 10 minutes. The train does not come. More and more people crowd onto the platform. Then a loud voice comes from the speakers above. This is called an announcement. An announcement is an official message spoken in a public place to give information to everyone. The announcement says, "We are sorry. There is a problem on the line. All trains are currently delayed. We will give more information soon." David sighs. He checks his phone. It is now 8:15. His meeting starts in less than 1 hour. He looks around him. The other passengers also look unhappy. A passenger is a person who travels on a vehicle like a train, bus, or plane, but does not drive it. One passenger, a woman in a red coat, is speaking loudly on her phone. Another passenger, an older man, is reading a newspaper. Everyone is waiting. David thinks about his options. He can keep waiting. He can try to find another way to travel. Or he can call his office and explain the situation. He decides to call his colleague, Sarah. He finds her number and presses call. She answers after 2 rings. "Sarah, it's David. I'm at the station. There is a big disruption on the train line this morning. A disruption is a problem that stops something from working normally or on time." Sarah says, "I understand, David. Don't worry. I will tell the manager. Can you still come in?" David says, "I am trying my best." He ends the call and feels a little better. At least his office knows. Now he needs to find a solution. Another announcement plays. Due to a signal failure, all trains on this line are suspended for at least 30 minutes. We apologize for the disruption. People around David start to move. Some walk quickly toward the exit. Others stand still and look confused. David needs to think fast. He walks to the information desk near the station entrance. A station worker is standing there. David says, "Excuse me. Is there an alternative way to get to the city center?" An alternative is a different option you can choose when your first plan does not work. For example, if the train is delayed, a bus could be your alternative. The station worker says, "Yes, there is a replacement bus service. It leaves from outside the main entrance every 15 minutes. It goes directly to the city center." David thanks the worker and walks quickly to the entrance. He goes outside. There is already a long line of passengers waiting for the bus. He joins the line. The morning air is cold. He pulls up his collar and puts his hands in his pockets. He waits again. The woman in the red coat is also in the line. She is still on her phone. The older man with the newspaper is also there. He is reading quietly. A large blue bus arrives after 12 minutes. The doors open and the passengers begin to get on. David moves forward with the crowd. David finds a seat near the window. He sits down and checks his phone again. It is 8:40. He might still arrive on time. The bus moves through the city streets. The traffic is heavier than normal. Many cars are on the road because of the train problems. David looks out the window. He watches the buildings go past. He tries to stay calm. He breathes slowly and checks his notes for the meeting. The woman in the red coat is sitting across the aisle from David. She has finished her phone call. She looks tired and a little frustrated. David smiles at her politely. She smiles back. He says, "Terrible morning, isn't it?" She says, "Yes. This happens too often on this line." They talk for a few minutes. Her name is Anna. She works at a hospital near the city center. She takes this train every day. Anna says, "I always keep a note of the train company's customer service number. When there is a disruption, I call them and ask about compensation." David asks, "What is compensation?" Anna explains that compensation is money or something else that a company gives you because they caused you a problem or loss. If the train is delayed by more than 30 minutes, you can often get your money back, Anna says. You just need to fill in a form on their website. David did not know this. He feels happy he learned something useful today. He takes out his phone and makes a note of this. The bus stops at a red light. Through the window, David can see his office building 2 streets away. He feels relieved. The bus arrives at the city center stop at 8:58. David stands up quickly. He says goodbye to Anna. She waves and wishes him good luck. David steps off the bus and walks fast. He pushes through the revolving door of his office building at 9:02. Just 2 minutes late. His manager sees him come in. The manager smiles and says, "Sarah told me about the train. No problem at all. We started just 1 minute ago." David sits down at the meeting table. He takes a deep breath. He is a little tired, but he feels proud. He handled a difficult morning well. After the meeting, David goes back to his desk. He opens the train company's website and finds the compensation form. He fills it in carefully. 3 days later, David receives an email. The train company apologizes for the disruption. They offer him a credit for future travel as compensation. David smiles. He thinks about Anna on the bus. He is glad she told him about asking for compensation. It was a useful piece of advice. Now let us review the 6 key words you learned in today's story. These are important words for travel and everyday English. The first word is platform. A platform is the area beside a railway track where you stand and wait to get on the train. The second word is announcement. An announcement is an official message spoken in a public place to give important information to everyone. The third word is disruption. A disruption is a problem that stops something from working normally. A delayed train is a transport disruption. The fourth word is compensation. Compensation is money or something else a company gives you because they caused you a problem or inconvenience. The fifth word is alternative. An alternative is a different choice or option when your first plan does not work. A bus can be an alternative to a train. The sixth word is passenger. A passenger is a person who travels on a vehicle like a train, bus, or plane, but does not drive or operate it. You did a great job today. You followed David from the platform to the office, and you learned 6 useful English words along the way. The next time you travel and something goes wrong, you will know the right words to use. Platform, announcement, disruption, compensation, alternative, passenger. If this story helped you, please subscribe to Fluent Story English. We publish new stories every week to help you grow your English naturally and confidently. Thank you for listening and learning with us today. Keep practicing, keep listening, and we will see you in the next story.